Welcome to the table. This is Dice Goblins D&D. Last session is unbelievably hard to summarize due to the sheer density of events that happened. Everyone saw dreams and memories of all kinds. We learned all sorts of things about the past of our main characters. And Kanan is now the most traumatized member of the party, and it's not close. As he now has a sapphire embedded in his hand that nobody else can see, and dealt with an eldritch being that managed to defeat not one, but two goddesses in one night.
Poor
Their
Kanan.
primary deity, Tanazzet, is now missing an arm and an eye, injured within her own realm, and has finally given command to her champions. Awaken the Aeons, so I may heal. And then our friend Kirill got proposed to. And they said yes! Yay! Trauma and marriage.
Yay!
Trauma and
So
If you
Kanan's never
haven't-
going to be the same again, and Kirill's now betrothed.
If you
Yay!
haven't named the last episode, or if you name any of the episodes, you have to
I
name
name
the
all the
last
episodes.
Okay, please tell me you named the last one Trauma and Marriage.
I haven't gotten to the point of editing it yet, so it does not have a name.
Well, there we go. Trauma and Marriage.
That works.
I was thinking of calling it Perchance to Dream of Nightmares.
That's
But we're going to resume exactly where we left off. Ecclesia has walked away from the party. Everyone has received the news that Kirill's getting married, and Leto has left to micromanage something because this has been a day.
This has been a 24 hours.
We are actually going to start with Ovar. After
Hey.
receiving the news that the party, all talking to those around them, you spot a familiar face. Once more, you see Anders standing with the town guard, the elf man you saw on the front lines. As she seems to be talking to several members of the guard and giving orders of some sort.
Oh?
Oh, yes.
Ovar will approach.
You approach and you hear her speaking alongside Captain Andros. We'll take the west end of the city, you take the right. We need to make sure there's no pirates left. If there are, we need to weed them out. We've never had this much footing, and we might actually have a pirate-free Advancia before long. The elven man, who you haven't been formally introduced to, nods and goes, "Remember, pirate tattoos do not warrant just cause. You need to see them actively performing illicit activities. Otherwise, they may just be citizens." But sir, what if they've got pirate tattoos and look shady? That's not probable cause. That's profiling.
Am I just walking up onto this conversation?
Walking behind them at this point.
After he says it's not probable cause, that's profiling. As he walks up, he'll just go, "Yeah, it's kind of like when you just assume all centaurs want an apple. I don't even like apples."
I hate when people do that. At
wanna
least cut
hear?
them into slices and put peanut butter on them.
Would you like a carrot or perhaps some sugar cubes?
Also stereotypes.
Also,
Would you like a gun?
I prefer spicy curry as my favorite dish,
Who
thank you.
wouldn't like a gun, Emma?
Would the horse like a gun?
is that supposed to be a
Oh,
Did My brain's saying Horseman Jack, but I know that's not right.
BoJack Horseman.
Yes.
And no, it wasn't intended as a BoJack reference.
Never watched BoJack.
I've never. Yeah, neither
Nor
have
have
I.
I.
I just know it's Horseman, and I assume he has a gun.
It's a good show.
I hear so.
A really good show.
But she just looks upon you. It's just like, I've heard that you've had quite the adventure. Although my job in comparison is quite simple. You don't need to boil it down to that lesser degree. This is the other captain of the guard. As you seem to be familiar, this is Anders. I am Captain Andros. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh.
Oh.
No, you go. Nope, you're fine.
As he notices the person standing next to all of you. Meryl, congratulations. On the promotion or the marriage? I did not know of either. I was just assuming you had a smile on your face and you were due for congratulations.
I mean, that's reasonable.
The promotion or the marriage? Yes.
I was not aware of either.
I was not aware of either, but yes.
But Andros, these are the champions I fought when I went to the festival. Although I suppose their champion title now holds true in Adavancia as well. I suppose I should provide my own congratulations. The bard will not shut up about you.
I like just out of character, I like the name Andros, because it just means man.
He's man.
Man.
Hello, my guy. My name is
My
man.
guy.
My guy.
Hello.
Hey, my guy.
It's not the stupidest name gimmick I've done. I created a character that I had to change the name of because I don't think I could maintain the joke. Their original name was I Am Moss. When you ask their name is I Am Moss.
Yeah.
Like I Amos?
The word I, the word am, and the word moss. I Am Moss was
Okay.
their name.
Were they moss?
No, their name is I Am Moss.
Kind of like
Well,
my
yes,
dog.
I get. This is a pimp named Slickback situation.
But do you have? It seems like it's been quite a while since we've sparred. We crossed swords twice, although you seem quite a bit stronger, considering, as you hear in the distance, fiery hooves on the back of the beast. Considering you're the only member of your party with hooves, I assume that lyric is about you.
I would hope so. Unless somebody else around here has hooves on fire.
From the cricket jump 3,000 feet! Okay, now I think they're lying.
Horse is on fire.
I was trying so hard.
You should come
Yeah,
by.
the flaming
go on.
hooves were a little temporary.
Well, I see that, considering you're not currently on fire. But we haven't had a chance to fight since the tournament. If you would like, I would very much fancy a spar once my shift is over today.
I'm always up for a good fight.
Oh. Rod. Yes. Yes, Captain? Matt. He circles a spot on the map. Come here when the sun begins to set. Bring your blades and bring anyone who you wish to witness a fair fight.
I always like a fair fight.
And Meryl
Show the rogue what a fair fight looks like.
You do realize I can officiate a fair fight legally. It doesn't need a special location. But where's the ceremony in that? Last time we fought, there was a big crowd.
A very big crowd.
But until then, I need to attend to my duties. Then, her squad of almost entirely female guards snaps to attention. To the west, as they begin their march.
Just like the idea of men, Andros. Yes, no, men, not man.
Well, I suppose you will all be there for this evening's speech then, since it has been declared by the magistrate, as he looks for Leto. Yes, it will be. As she turns to the party, please, you are all heroes of this city. Will you join me as everything gets announced?
Of course.
You do not need to be there if you do not wish, as she looks at the fact that Kiril is the only one that spoke up. But you are my invited guests.
Thank you.
Imagine if Carol was the only one who said no. Like, yeah, I know we just got engaged and all, but like, I really need the night off.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just,
he does.
you know, he does, but also going to an event, a political event, is Kiril's idea of a night off.
Kanan is more or
The
less just standing
alternative
in
is
silence.
training.
Happens.
Oh, what a nerd.
Yes, Kiril is autistic about politics and training,
And military.
and less so.
Listen,
He's not
if
really
Kiril-
militarily minded.
if Kiril was born in the real
I just
world,
assumed
they'd
that
be
came
popping
with the
off.
training.
If Kiril was born in the real world, they'd be popping off about the Roman Empire. We all accept who Kiril is.
Yeah, but not in a fascist way.
Remember, it's not profiling. No, it's just Joe throwing in his fucking political opinions mid-rant because they're supposed to be the good guys. But, it will take place this evening before the sun begins its set. So we have about 4 hours. You did all sleep in quite heavily today.
Yeah, with good reason, I should note.
After the nights you all had, I am surprised you came to town, although I'm glad I did not have to suffer another 24 hours of practicing my speech. Either of them, in fact.
Oh, you have two
Oh
speech
God, I
notes.
have to speak in front of I have to speak in front of the entire town. Oh God, I have to speak in front of the entire town.
Oh my god.
Oh God!
Meryl.
I've never done this.
I-
I've never spoken in front of the town. I stand in the background when people are speaking to the town.
Someone left.
Yeah, she's sitting there just
Uh,
freaking the fuck out.
Kiril just like places a hand like on her back between her shoulders and just like, Meryl, I'm not sure the customs for the speech you are to give, but if it is allowed and if you would require it, I can stand by your side as you speak.
I would appreciate that, as it will be necessary for us to announce our engagement as well. Marriages like that are not small events in Adavancia. And Stubble, I am sure that is your name that I have heard. Is your name Stubble? I do not wish to be incorrect, and that is quite an odd name.
My father named me. But if you take a drink, your nerves, I promise. You got a lot of reasons to be nervous now. Sorry.
I apologize, but I cannot bring myself to be inebriated in front of 6,000 people.
Okay, but one drink won't hurt you. It just calm your nerves. You do have to get speech, and you are getting married.
I respectfully reject your offer of drink.
Okay.
But You may indulge double for us.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Happy place. Happy place. I need to prepare a speech. I will see you all this evening. If you remember where we fought Gabi, while it is damaged by flame, that is still where we usually have public events such as this. If you will meet us there before the sun begins to wane, I would appreciate, because I also need to announce that you are pardoned of your crimes, at least within the walls of Advancia.
Woohoo!
Off topic, but do any of you play instruments?
KN pops up and says, I can play drums.
That will help for what is going to be needed.
I believe Stubbles plays drums too. I can't remember.
Drumline!
Stubbles plays drums and yeah.
But, what do you know of the Maythus Law?
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
No. Ecclesia, hey, Hero, you can roll for the Maythus Law. It's very specific to Advancia.
What would that roll be? Probably doesn't matter. I
History.
got a very high roll. I figured.
You said Ecclesia and myself can roll.
Nobody else would even have a chance because it's so fucking niche to this city. It's only the people that have been here.
It's gonna be a 16, Chief.
14 for me as well. Or 14 for me.
Hero, that sounds familiar, but you have no fucking idea what the Maythus Law is. Ecclesia, I imagine your hand immediately goes to your forehead as you realize what you have to do to have your crimes forgiven. You will be performing on stage.
Oh no. Oh no. Carol can't perform.
She mutters song and dance.
Oh my god.
Not necessarily song and dance. One criminal got their crimes forgiven from the ritual after juggling really well.
Ugh,
It is an old custom, but a great one.
What if you can't juggle?
barbaric.
It is part of the ritual of the service, and I am newly in this magistrate position and cannot bypass it. After all, it was Maythus who decided to make it. The city will miss him. The prison won't. Every time he goes to prison, something goes horrendously wrong. But, oh my god. All of you turn around. There is a 100-foot straw statue of Maythus being wheeled up by a small army of bards.
This is what he wanted.
Priceless.
Not
This
a
is what
sing-
makes
Not a single permit was requisitioned for that. It's fine. I'm not my brother. This is part of how they grieve.
It might blow up, though.
As a spectral hand with a wing attached reaches out and fucking pulls a memory from her head. It's how they grieve. Well, I will attend to my duties. I will see you this evening. As she looks at Kiral, her hand in yours, and just go, and you could tell for a moment she's just like, what's the protocol here? Never been in this situation before.
Carol just like leans down slightly and gives her a little kiss on the forehead.
Oh,
And this is where you learn that Fire Genasi blush purple.
it's a shame this is not gay.
I was thinking similar the other day.
What am I talking about? That pussy is gay.
Yeah. And most of the gods you guys have met are too. And several other characters. Trust me, Kiral got proposed to after fighting somebody. The same vibe isn't heading Ovar's way. I'm not going to reuse the same fucking plot twice in the same arc.
Hmm.
But you guys have one instance of downtime to speak to anyone you wish, or perform an activity of your choosing.
Is this the time that I get my I need to find a blacksmith.
Yeah,
Where-
you can search. You can search out a blacksmith if you're searching to like improve your weapon or something.
Yes, I would like to do that.
All right, Stubble's gonna go get her stick played with.
Whoa.
Anybody else have any
wow.
downtime
Stubble.
activity they'd like to do? You could help fix the town. You could hustle for gold in the tavern. Just
We do
you have a
make
block
money
of time.
unless
Here,
Kirill's married, of course.
What's up?
I said we do need to make money unless your marriage works out for us in the plus. We get paid a shit.
Kanan will go. Kanan
He-
will go to the tavern and drink and hustle for gold.
All right. So we have somebody hustling. What's Ecclesia going to be up to for the next like 4 hours?
I
Doing the same thing, but way better than Kanan.
I want to see the runesmith, but I kind of want to do that between sessions.
We can do that.
So instead, she's gonna do that, but she's also gonna go for a walk along the docks.
Check on our
Uh,
ship.
Kiral, what is your plans for this evening?
Kiral is probably going to help with cleanup at the where we fought Gabi.
Festival grounds? Because they are fun.
Yes. Yeah, Kiral's gonna help with
I
cleanup there.
can't
Festival.
wait for a few months down the line when we get to see Kiral in a tux. It'll be one of the sleeveless tux too.
Oh
Like
god.
Kiral, it'll be like fitted,
It'll
and then like we'll get into like one like bar fight, and suddenly Kiral just rips off the sleeves, and then realizes after the bar
No.
fight that the sleeves are gone.
You don't understand. I made a fucking model of Meryl in a wedding dress, and she still has her giant fucking sword and gauntlets on.
You wanna know the funny? Kiral wouldn't wear a tux. He would wear a Canadian tuxedo, jean
What's that?
jacket and jeans.
That sounds about right.
All right, I need. Oh god, I still have a stream open. Let's close that. It was a Dead by Daylight stream. Not that anybody gives a shit. I need to quickly go to OBS. I want to show everyone this. Oh god, behind the curtains. But Ovar, you're the last one on the table. What are you doing for your downtime?
Real quick, above table, does Ovar know he needs horse armor?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
But there's a
Son of
reason
a
I had her.
bitch.
I had you go to her house for this battle. I have plans.
Yeah. I assumed as well. I just wanted to check if that's something I could do. Oh, that I think, what is it now?
I
12
don't think you
AC.
could
Yeah,
afford
that
it.
12 AC.
Yeah, I don't think you could afford it.
Why? How much is horse armor?
It's pretty expensive because it takes a specialist to make.
Okay, but define expensive, because I think I have the most gold of the party. I could be wrong.
You could pimp yourself out. Put through town.
No, stop it. He's not going back to the fucking back alley place to buy a stripper uniform for money.
Actually, you know, on second
No.
thought, yeah, that does sound like a good idea.
No.
A little bit of Mr. Hands action.
I
I
think
am never getting monetized on YouTube.
Nope.
He's gonna go
Not
back.
while we're
he's,
here.
He's gonna go down the alley and find the pissing hobo.
But what
nope,
is your
only
plans?
you.
What's your plans?
I mean, Ovar doesn't really.
You could
Ovar
also help
doesn't
with the
do
cleanup. You could
much.
just hang up. You could go to the docks and check out your future boat. A lot you could do.
Go back to sleep.
Bad idea for everybody.
I said it.
I do think on the top of like going to sleep, not like because it didn't work during the attack, but I think Ovar would be impatient and curious enough to try to connect to Ifrit again.
All right, so that's what
Like
you're
if
doing.
yeah,
We're gonna roll a bunch of things. Here, all yours is
yay!
by far the simplest. Give me strength check and give me a performance check, as a lot of people are staring at you.
Strength check. That is an 18.
You're kicking ass at these construction efforts, like you are hauling shit. All those cannonballs are just chucking them like fucking Bluto.
15 for the performance.
People are looking at you with reverence and confusion because all they know about you is the fact that everybody's fucking singing about you. And by the way, everyone you could see is trying to be the first person to come up with the best song about what fuck happened yesterday. This is a bard's
Yeah.
town. And the first one to make the
Everyone's
hit
rushing
singles
for the
hit
new
tops of the
hit
charts.
single.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ingratiating yourself with a lot of the workers, the people that are seeing you like the future magistrate's husband, which they don't know about yet, but boots on the ground, helping the people. So who wants to roll for money?
I will,
Let me-
since I'm looking.
You are not the one who decided to go to town and like gamble and shit. Money, two things.
Oh.
I'm gonna need sleight of hand roll from each of you, and I'll determine what die I use to give you guys money. I need that from Kirill and Ecclesia.
You need a sleight of hand check from me?
Yeah, to like be running your scans. That's just gonna determine what die I roll to give you guys gold.
Real quick, you said Kirill.
Oh shit,
Question
I
mark?
meant Kanan.
Okay.
Yeah, Kirill,
Okay.
while you're scamming the workers. That's definitely in Kirill's character.
I mean, I figured Ecclesio would be. I was really confused for a second.
Oh, I thought you were running scams like Kanan was. Like gambling with people trying to earn some money in the tavern.
She
If
does
I
kind of
misheard, I
idly just do
apologize.
that. I
Sorry, what
didn't
was
say
it?
that, but yeah, I can I roll for I will roll for that.
Yeah, just give me sleight of hand so I know what die to use for your gold. And Kanan, I need that from you as well. You will be getting separate gold.
15.
All right, you're getting that die. Kanan, what's yours? Hello?
26.
26?
Yep.
Fucking rogues. All right. Ecclesia, you find some decent market, and you get 34 gold.
Nice.
Kanan, since you rolled a fucking 25, your shadow's just robbing people.
26.
Fuck you.
Now, I don't have a shadow right now, remember?
Oh, you do. You do have a shadow. It's
It's
a lot
back?
different, though. Oh, remember, it didn't leave. You were just seeing things in it.
Oh. Oh, okay. So it can still. Okay.
Luckily, these dice didn't betray me. You actually fucking raked it in. Your shadow saw a nobleman that was carrying a good stock and you picked up 51 gold. I rolled fucking super crazy on these D12s.
Okay.
All right. Ben, are you ready for your rolls? Everybody's just throwing rolls.
I gotta go back in the house.
Let's go.
All right. You find one of the rare quiet spots in town and decide, fuck it, let's talk to Aeons. Maybe he's not. Maybe he'll talk to me. I need you to roll me religion, actually.
Oh, no. Oh, I think that's straight roll? Yes, it is. Oh, come on. Bye. Let's get it. That's a 19.
I'm gonna see how willing to talk to you he is. 'Cause Chris is a real fucking stubborn dude, and he's talked to you a lot lately. All right, this is a wisdom save from him. Looks like you start heating up
Yes.
as you close your eyes, and you've figured out the gist of how this shit works by now. You've been worshiping Tanazzet since you were a kid. You know, snap time.
It's snap time.
To communicate with Tanazzet, you just gotta be a big hippie.
Take a little nappy nap.
As you close your eyes and find yourself at the same volcanic area. As he looks down, do you need something? I was asked to help you, not hold your hand.
I mean, you gave me answers to questions I didn't have, which gave me even more questions. I came seeking more answers, I guess.
And what are you going to give me in return? I'm not sitting here as your fucking school teacher.
What would Aeons are deities, right?
No, not really. They're just fucking elemental forces.
What? Okay. What would an elemental force like yourself require? Or want?
That wasn't the question. If that's yet another question you deem to ask, you'd have to pay for it too.
Oh God, bro! I'm sorry. Is the fire elemental asking for coin he will probably never use?
No. He's giving you sass.
Of course he is.
Far better watch. Oh,
I have given you plenty, and yet you come asking more. I don't wish to entrain a habit in you of doing this.
I came to ask more of my father and less of powers or anything like that. As far as until last we met, I assumed I an orphan.
You are an
I
orphan. Your parents
never.
are dead. Learning that you
I
had a
mean,
father doesn't make you less of an orphan.
I mean, you know, that's fair. That's very fair. That's not the correct wording I meant to use. Oh God.
Notably, in the
I
campaign
assumed
this
I
is
was an
based on,
orphan.
Chris was
You still are.
Notably, in the campaign this character was based on, Chris was a dry humored person like this who was kind of an asshole.
To be fair, that's just Aaron.
I'm playing it well.
You are doing a good job of it.
What do you want to know? And make it quick, because I will not be bothered with these things all the time. I've spoken to you 3 times in the last 3 days.
Was it
I do not
3?
wish to continue this.
Anyways. Then I will be quick. You mentioned training the Dreamwalkers who are trained. If my father is not alive to train me, then where would I seek training from in order to fulfill these duties?
If that isn't the million gold question. Dreamwalkers, there used to be far more of them.
Does
But
Ovar now
as
owe a million gold for asking that?
no, he's Ifrit, not Yojimbo. I would not know how to answer that. It's not my business who trains the Dreamwalkers. All I know is they have mostly died off. I have been asleep the last 300 years. How the fuck am I supposed to know?
That's fair.
When you talk to God and he calls you a dumbass?
Just don't know how to respond.
I do know that it was one of our kind that killed your father. Although, it's likely that she did not mean to do so. It's a shame. Did I answer your questions? And if I didn't, I don't really care.
Right. I don't think I'm going to be able to get more answers from you, at least not right now. So I shall just leave you in peace.
Good, because I'm currently sleeping under the ocean. Everything smells like boiling water and dead fish. That fight took a lot more out of me than I thought it would. And I need to sleep.
Sleeps for
It's not the
300
same.
years.
It's he sees the look on your face. This is a mortal sleep, not a divine one. There's a difference. You'd think a champion of dreams would have figured that out by now, but no, you're also an idiot.
Yeah.
The gods are just pretentious and only refer to their slumber, but never their sleep.
Well, I
God.
guess
This is
that's
just
all I'm
sleep.
getting. Then Ovar.
You are getting to know your Aeon, and this is what he is like.
Son of a bitch.
He's not the easiest guy to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, Ovar didn't know that. Also be like, hey, you mentioned like you know, you were friends with my dad or whatever. You want to tell me about him? Fuck off.
Friends? No.
Okay.
I was never his fucking friend. He just showed up. He's a dreamwalker. I don't fucking tell him where to go.
Son of a...
He did reveal a little bit of lore to you. You got a hint about how your
Yes.
dad died?
Yeah. She killed her. Whoever she is. And I doubt that if I ask, he'll answer.
I will remind you. No, you haven't tried. But he did specifically say killed by another Aeon.
Yeah. And then you followed it up with, she probably didn't mean to.
If you have anything else, make it quick, because I will not be answering these fucking calls all the time. Have I answered your questions to your satisfaction?
Oh my god. Well, we've already proven I'm an idiot, so I'll ask one more stupid question. Would you happen to know where your nearest sibling is?
Where they I was the first to go to sleep. So I do not. That question I would answer
I didn't know if you
without
guys...
Christ.
I didn't know if y'all had some kind of elemental mental link or something like that.
Fuck
How far is an idiot? I don't... Gods? I don't know.
Wrong. Banned. You're banned.
It's not... You banned! And Obar wakes up.
The Aeons are the Twitch moderators of this world.
Son of a bitch.
Lawrence, ban that guy from chat.
As he responds, I cannot tell you where they are. Just know that they are not all willing to cooperate. The only reason I was willing to despite my 300 years of slumber, is I owed that damn bird a favor. Bastard.
Best. Yeah, no, he's probably not gonna get the answers he wants, so Omar will just wake up and stop with the futile effort, I guess.
I want you to roll me an insight check right now to pick up
Oh
on
yeah.
something, to pick up on a little detail that
This is
might have
something
slipped.
good at. 22.
Wait, if Mathus could communicate with the Aeons, Mathus was probably a Dreamwalker.
Son of a bitch! Is there a scroll shop that has speak with dead?
Find
Speak
his
with
ash
birds.
pile.
I'll find it. Wait, I have one of his feathers. That counts, right? I don't need the full body, right?
Nope, that's
Isn't that
hair.
how the spell
That's not
works?
the body.
Fuck. I'll find his ashes somewhere.
I gotta say, I like playing Krith occasionally because he's such a pain in the ass, but in a fun way.
Hmm.
But as you all go about your activities, are two more inclined to the shady end of the party, surround with getting some gold. After all, you've
Murder.
got 20,000 to obtain.
Murder.
Kiral's being the goodest boy, the true lawful good paladin of the party, and just helping with construction.
Is Kira lawful good?
And
Kira is chaotic neutral.
you do
What?
not play it like chaotic neutral. You are the least
I
chaotic
do.
neutral
That's-
character I've seen.
Kira is very helpful unless you're in the capital. That is to say, unless you are the actual nobility, Kira is very nice and helpful. If you're the actual nobility, Kira wants you dead. Doesn't matter the law.
Now give me a second. I'm rapidly crafting an NPC and giving them traits by playing Mad Libs in my head.
Oh no.
Subtle, you approach a blacksmith whose entire left side has been completely decimated by cannon fire because it's a blacksmith on the water. As you approach, you see a shadow looming in that building. 7 feet tall, of shredded orc woman. Throwing objects throughout the room, just like, it's my goddamn shop.
Hot.
As Stubble approaches.
Excuse me.
What?
You look like you've had a rough day. Seriously, you look like you had a rough day. I had one too. But I need a favor, and then we'll get a drink if that'll make you happy.
I don't even know you. Why would I do you a favor?
Well, see, because the town is decimated and you seem to be taking out some frustration.
Are you saying you want to fight me?
Oh, done enough of that.
Shame.
I'm trying to be nice.
What do you want?
I need staff.
You need staff? You need to hire a
Oh.
crew. The temp agency's down the road.
I'm going to kill you. No, I need my staff enchanted or something.
I'm not an enchanter. I'm a blacksmith. You need the runesmith. Go to those crazy motherfuckers down the road. As she points down the road to the Mayday agents to the Mayday shop.
Okay.
Now, if you need something refined, that's where you go to the people that. That's where you go
I
to
told you
people that don't play with magic.
it's been a rough day. I couldn't think of the right word.
Fine, my shop's in no real condition to work. But I guess if I'm just working with a stick. What do you want
My
done with
stick.
this thing? as she grabs your staff, and her hands are gargantuan compared to yours. So it looks like she's holding a club rather than a quarterstaff. What do you want done with it?
What do you think should be done with it?
It's a fucking stick. I guess I could get rid of the knots and give it a handle or something.
I want to be able to throw it and bring it back.
On the road. Not my job. That's called a boomerang.
Okay, explain it to me.
Are you asking for me to make you a better stick, or are you looking for enchantments? Because I can't do both.
Okay, you do your thing, and then I'll take it down the road.
Well, usually for improving a weapon like this, I charge 100 gold, but this is a fucking broom handle.
Okay.
30 gold, I guess.
Okay.
I'll give it a handle and straighten it out a bit.
Thank you.
Give me the gold. I'll come back tomorrow.
Tomorrow, not today? Because you said the other place is right
down. To have a wall, I'm a little busy.
Okay, my apologies. And I hand her the gold.
I hate
You still-
pirates so much.
But I'm not a pirate.
I didn't say you were, but they took out my wall.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Stubble doesn't want to be squished.
And Stubble got a discount because literally they are refining a broom handle. So,
Thank you
huh?
for that, but I'm afraid to go back in.
I will crush you.
But I'm afraid of. I'm not in the mood for another.
So the party makes their way back to where they fought Gabi. Kirill, you never left, and as you begin to notice, Meryl is trying to help out and constantly being told to step back and not do the manual labor, despite the fact that she's a strength-based fighter.
But she's also nobility.
You could see in her eyes that she wants to help, but she also knows with her station she should be leading and not moving bricks. But she doesn't know how to do that. But the whole party, you make your way back as the torches have been reset up. You are surprised, actually, at how much these people can get done in a day, because you're looking at a bunch of stagehands and bards. Rapidly fixing and tearing shit down is what they do.
They've built 1,000 sets in their life. What's one more?
Yeah, the city's kind of fucked, but they're not leaving a destroyed stage. Roadies, highly respected job in this town. The statue is put in the back of the festival grounds as people begin to gather. It's been announced and spread that, hey, if you're able to, you're not injured, there's a huge fucking announcement. Come to the festival grounds. This is a very large crowd. Does everyone join them on the podium?
I don't know if I'm.
Stubbles does not join them on the podium.
Yeah, sure.
We are being pardoned, so.
Where are we again?
The festival ground. She invited you all as her personal guests to kind of her inauguration to being magistrate.
We're also all going to be pardoned of our crimes, to which end we probably want to be visible on the stage.
I don't think Ecclesia's. Ecclesia's.
She's not really known for any of the crimes that our party is associated with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if Ecclesia wishes to not join them on the stage, I wouldn't have given that option if I was gonna fucking Telltale Games this and make you all go up there anyways.
Yeah, I don't think she would go up on the stage.
Then you may watch from the crowd like everyone else. I assume you'd be there, considering this is an important fucking thing going on, and that your traveling companions are there.
Yeah, she'd be there. She just wouldn't do much.
Kanan, you're the other person I'm expecting to say no. Are you joining up on the stage?
Oh my god. Oh, no.
Did we lose him?
Tony.
Don't go on the stage. You'll be assassinated.
Remember, I'm at work. What are we doing?
Are you going to be joining them on the stage?
Yep.
Oh no.
Okay. And Stubble, did you say you were or you weren't?
I wasn't.
So you'd be watching from the crowd as well? Or you could watch from, I'll offer this to you as well. Do you join the masses on the crowd? Or do you stand on one of the boats that are on the side, the big decorative boats that you guys saw during the combat?
I am going to stand on a big decorative boat, so I know what they're all about.
Stubble likes big boats.
And I cannot lie.
But Ecclesia, do
Two other
you hide
sailors
amongst
can't
the crowd, or
deny.
do you take a spot on the boat for a little bit more privacy, but a little bit more obvious?
Was that my name you just said?
Yes. You may
She'll
go
be
to
in
the
the crowd.
boat. Okay. I figured that'd be the case.
I don't
On
like
the
that he's
stage, you
asking this
see
question.
Captain Andros, you see Anders. There's plenty of guards all around because this is a large number of people. And you see Leto there. There's a podium in front of him that looks more like a lectern. And let me make sure I'm using that word correctly. I think I remember what a lectern looks like.
Book stand.
Yeah, I described it correctly. Listen, I'm a word nerd, but sometimes even I have to be reminded that, okay, yes, I am accurate in what this word means. As he looks upon all of you, are you ready to begin? A lot needs to be said to these people. And you are the featured guest, although it seems not all of you are here. I had reports that there were 6, but those that are here will do.
I'm ready.
Reports there were 6. There are only 3 of us up here.
Notably, Kanan Shadow was counted among that.
Oh, that's right. There's 5 of Wait, does that mean only 2 of us are on the stage?
Yep.
No, Kanan's up there. There's 3 of you.
Oh, it's
okay.
Kanan? Okay.
Oh, okay.
And the shadow's
that's
not
right,
currently
yeah.
manifested.
Oh, okay.
Right. I suppose I should begin. As he approaches the lectern first, carrying himself with a lot of practiced dignity. Give me 1 second.
Let's go.
Scared.
Leto,
Is it from Meryl?
not yet. She gets the second.
Do I get a chance at any point to just I'm going to, if I'm able to, cast a touch range spell on Meryl. Is there any point that I can do that?
Yeah, you're standing right next to her.
Alrighty, I'm going to cast Heroism on her. It's
What-
technically to prevent the frightened effect, but a willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Is the starting text to that spell.
In this case, it prevents the stage
You know what?
frightened effect.
I will ask that you hold that. There will be a moment I will let that happen. Mostly because I already
All
have
right.
it written in the script, her nervousness, and I don't want to have to rewrite the words.
Fair enough.
I do sometimes script things.
Fair enough.
But he approaches the podium and, looking at the crowd, he's respected, but not liked.
Hmm.
Which, funny enough, is about the same reaction the party has for her.
Yeah.
He stands as if he has done this his entire life, very calm, very poised, very put together. As he begins, I will not hold the center stage long. I am under no impression that I was ever a well-liked leader. My first act as magistrate was to purge the council of those whom I knew to be corrupt, those who had abused their power to harm the citizens of Adavancia, earning me many enemies among the noble houses. My second act was to crack down on all of the businesses I found to be working with the pirates, earning me more enemies still. I have fended off assassins, pirates, and played the game of politics with my honor intact, a feat that I am proud of above all others. He takes a moment, looks at the devastation on the water as there's debris, there's damage throughout the city that you could see even from the festival grounds, especially with your elevated position. Now that the pirates have been dealt with, I have abdicated my position as magistrate to my sister, Mara Lawadi, as of yesterday. There are gasps in the crowd, as nobody expected this from career politician Leto.
Hmm.
I will be granting myself no title, no land, and no boons from my former station. I will be offering my services to Meryl as an advisor, should she wish it, but nothing more. I am no tyrant. My duty has been fulfilled, and there is no need for me to remain in power. But my 2 years as magistrate may go down as some of the most contentious in this city's long history, but let no man say I did not give everything for this city. I love Adavancia. I was willing to die for Adavancia. I will never turn my back on this city. He nods to the crowd and turns back to all of you and leans in next to Meryl, speaking just loud enough for those around the podium to hear, as he says, I believe in you, Meryl. As he pats her on the shoulder and motions for her to take the lectern. Her hand is firmly clasped in Kiral's, and she didn't mean to, but she all but drags you to the podium with her. Leto stands at her left, Kiral on her right, and behind her all the champions that decided to scatter around and stand guard. She's doing well to contain her shivers, but Kiral feels the squeeze of her hand, just not even noticing how hard she's gripping. Kiral, insight check with advantage.
Alrighty. Thank you for the advantage. It went from a nat 1 to a nat 20.
Then I can just read the verbatim then, rather than just giving you none of the information saying she's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mara Lawadi never saw herself being in this position. Even when you were children, she always talked about how she was going to grow up and be this great hero, this great warrior. She is staring at this crowd. Leto came out of the womb with a clipboard and OCD. She didn't. She holds her voice steady. Adavancia has faced trials unprecedented in the past few days. Many have lost their homes, and many more have lost loved ones to the pirates that rained death upon this city. It was an open secret that many from our past worked with the pirates, even welcomed them. But never again. Adavancia will be a city of joy once more. I swear it. The crowd begins to jeer and protest. You hear loud dissension. a voice cuts through of an unidentified person that it's hard to make out due to the sea of bodies. My son died, and all you could say is we have your word? Fuck you! Fuck the Awadis, and fuck Adavancia! Uh, at this moment, you see her resolve begin to falter. And with your hand clasped in hers, I will allow you to cast the spell Heroism.
Yep, I go ahead and cast that. It has both the somatic and a verbal component, so it is just a quiet whisper to her. You've got this, don't listen to them. And just a gentle squeeze of the hand as I cast Heroism, and she is imbued with bravery.
She takes a deep breath as the guards begin to move towards the crowd, but Meryl stops them with a single hand as she pulls the sword from her back. And
Who said that?
and says, I swear it to you, because like my brother before me, I will lay down my life for this city. These heroes behind me, along with my brother and I, fought and defeated the dread pirate Gabi. We brought the power of fire to the sea, and they awakened a myth to protect this city. Even the legendary Mathus Keats gave his life for us and his blessing. Nothing will stop us from protecting Adavancia. The dissension goes quiet. Meryl is a very mild-mannered woman, but with the bravery instilled in her by both Kirill at her side and the heroism spell kind of giving her that kick in the bucket.
Mhm.
That kick in the fuck. I could have phrased that so much better, but I kind of am fine with that.
No, kick in the bucket. Bucket.
Now, tomorrow we will be proceeding with the annual Bards Festival. But in light of his recent passing, and in light of all he has done for this city, Mathis wishes for us to rename the festival. She pulls out a piece of paper, and I need a perception check from everybody on the podium.
Oh wait, I'm not on podium.
Oh no, you will get a separate roll once the speech is over, because you being in the crowd is actually a good idea.
21. 21?
Anybody else?
22.
I got a 7.
Hey, you don't suck shit.
Right?
To those that
Ben's
got
too
that
busy
high
looking down at his
number
hand.
on this paper, it says, call it the Big Teats Festival. That would be really fun. Call it anything else. It's a shame on my memory. Come on. And the on is very long. She lets out an honorable resignation. The annual Big Teats Festival.
Kirill doubles over, trying his best to maintain the regal look on stage behind her, but just very quietly laughing to himself, trying to hold it in, and just doubled over.
Oh yeah, no. Ovar is just laughing.
Kanan had his hands behind his back and his head's just down, trying not to make a noise or sound or anything, just avoiding it.
As you look up, and on top of the Maythew statue, you see the two Fey principals losing their shit. Well, there are two more bits of news that I must announce. The great champions that helped save this city, Kiral Eferin, Stubble, Hanan. Ecclesia, would you have given her your real name if you ever? I know you
Absolutely.
didn't do proper introductions. Ecclesia and Ovar, they are hereby pardoned through the Mathus Doctrine. They'll perform for the city tomorrow as a show of goodwill. And Adavancia will recognize their deeds as so heroic there are no past crimes that shall be punished. And as a final bit of news, not only am I stepping up as magistrate, He looks to Kirol. Would you like to announce it? I feel I have spoken enough.
If you insist.
I announce it,
Kira
dear
will.
friends. It is your turn.
Kira will step forward and towards the podium and just. Is there like a microphone, like a magical microphone or anything, or is it just like power of voice?
Power of voice.
All right. So Kira will just like step to the podium and loud, clear tone. He lives in a loud household. He knows how to throw his voice.
A chair gets
He,
thrown in
he
the
knows.
background. Feels like home.
Yeah. My name is Kiral Ephrin. In 2 months' time, it shall be Kiral Ephrin Iwadi. I am betrothed to the magistrate of Adavancia. The.
Perception check into the crowd.
All right. Wow. Fucking hell. Another 21.
You see the Morning Star green bottles. Your aunt and uncle are just hands on each other's shoulders celebrating. Your cousin is just happily confused. Like he has no fucking idea how this came to be, but he's like, I am so down that this is not on my plate anymore.
Yeah.
But you were saying.
As stated, the ceremony is to be in 2 months' time. It is my greatest honor for now to serve the magistrate of Adavancia as loyal knight and loyal husband.
Not have said it better myself. She says in a voice that only those in about the front row and the podium would hear. The festival will be over the next 3 days. We will enjoy ourselves, immerse ourselves in the merriment that is so well known for this city. And when it ends, every hand within this city, all true citizens of Adavancia, we will rebuild together a stronger city. Never again will we fall to the corruption that held the office before. Hear, hear. You hear a nervous person from the crowd say, and then I'm not going to one person simulate a whole slow clap, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
And now we're actually going to cut away from all those on the podium to the one person that decided to stand in the crowd.
Double's still in the crowd.
No, you're on the boat.
The two people.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm on the boat, not in the crowd.
Yep. There's only one person in the crowd, and it's Clesia. As
Hello.
you manage to catch sight of the person that shouted about their son, as they slip away, rather deft in their methods. So, Ecclesia, what do you decide to do with the stranger that you saw leave the crowd and head off into the darkness?
Well, I'm gonna throw a little detect thoughts at him, real quick.
Or a little detect.
You hear, I need to go report this. They'll want to know.
Oh no. Damn it, Joe.
Fascinating.
What'd you say?
I said fascinating. I'm gonna throw up a little invisibility and follow him. Wanna know what this dude's doing.
You follow him, and you don't have too hard of a time. This person clearly isn't trained. They're not a trained operative. They're not an agent. They're not a rogue. As they approach a cloaked figure, and they say, "It didn't work. I tried to rile the crowd up, but Hawadis, I guess they can speak a lot better than I thought. The person they're speaking to looks down and says, "Oh, that is the danger of dealing with politicians. We'll let them live for now. Advancia is not our primary concern. You can leave. But what about the gold for your services? You stood in a crowd and shouted. You didn't even succeed at what I was going to pay you to do. Here." He flicks him like 2 gold. Take a pittance. Next time, if I come by and ask you to do something, I expect results.
Damn.
Oh,
The person looks to their left, and I want
Oh
you to
no.
make a perception check on them,
Oh no.
on the
on the hooded figure that is still there.
okay. I think I have good perception. So that's gonna be an 18.
Then it doesn't come as a surprise to you when they say the words, "I see you standing there." As you look, and one of their eyes is artificial with a rune on it.
Invisibility is never any fun these days.
I have played way too much Baldur's Gate 3 lately.
I
I'm
I
on
do
like
say
Mark
that in
9.
character. And just so you know, Joe, the hand that I have right now allows me to cast a spell as a reaction in case this person tries anything.
He stands there calmly. You can't see many
Did you hear what I?
details. Yeah, I did. He stands there calmly. He's not making any aggressive moves towards you. No, I suppose it isn't. And the risk of hiring common clientele. They blend in well, but don't do jobs very efficiently.
And what jobs would those be?
They reach up, lower their hood, and you see a wood elf that is somewhat familiar to you from your days, not as a pirate, but as a thief. It's been too long, Ecclesia. Oh,
What's
where's
their
this
name?
character? Give me a second. I fucking lost it in my notes. This character does have a name, and I forgot it.
Also, is this a character I would have like worked with or seen as like a friend, or is this an adversary?
This would be someone that you have taken jobs from before. They're a criminal element.
Gotcha.
What the fuck was their name? I wasn't planning on introducing them this session, so I didn't have it in my notes.
Their name was Screamblow Beamblow.
Like I planned for this character, but I forgot to fucking put them in my notes because I'm kind of playing this as I go.
Wouldn't a criminal element just be unobtainium?
You are talking to Xavier Tentak, who you know runs the Thieves Guild. Not in Advancia, but 2 cities down from here, in Fogwood.
Aren't you a bit outside your scope?
But the scope's ever expanding. And while I wasn't involved in the pirate plot, I caught where the things were going down. As he sits there and plays with a set of dice in his hands.
You know, my gold pouch is a little light. If you have anything for me. Jobs, I mean.
Are you sure that's a good idea? As he very sarcastically just says, champion.
What? I'm still a rogue.
Are you? Are you really? Gallivanting with heroes? Saving cities?
It's
How the
part of
mighty
the
have
job.
fallen. Oh, are you running a grift? If so, you
I'm
know
with the
my
hangman now.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Well,
What a
suppose
thing to
we-
just drop.
I suppose our business will be concluded. I will stay out of your way. While I was
I thought the
trying to
Hangman
get...
was a criminal organization too.
Oh, they're a
No.
terrorist organization, but they're not associated with Thieves Guild or anything.
Okay, wait. All right. I didn't know that out of character.
It's said.
It's just like the you're getting soft. No, I'm a member of the Hangman. Yeah, I don't do terrorists. Bye.
I won't even make you roll an insight. What you basically just said was tantamount to, "Hey, I robbed the grocery store. Shoot, we're hitting DC tomorrow." Yeah, that's out of my depth.
It's just like, you've got soft. I'm with the Hangman. Yeah, I don't do terrorists.
I robbed a gas station. Cool, I shot the mayor. Okay. Although,
I robbed a gas.
if you are
I just mugged a guy. I'm going to kill the queen.
I will not be putting my hand in with the Hangman, my friend. He is suddenly more friendly than he was before.
In like a nervous way?
In a nervous way. He's kind of like, "Oh, fuck. I was like kind of being condescending to you, and..."
I just like the idea of Ecclesia just casually going, "Yeah, I'm a part of a terrorist organization," not realizing
I didn't
that
know.
it's not
I didn't know they were terrorists.
That's the funny part, though. Is like, aha, this criminal organization. Little do you know, it's not criminal; it's terrorist.
Ecclesia would have known.
It was
But it's so
she
much
is kinda
funnier
dumb.
than Ecclesia.
She is kind of dumb, so never mind.
Like it's
Hey,
so much
you
funnier
can also
than
pass it
Ecclesia
off
does
this
it.
way. You're kind of fucking rattled. Look at the shit you've been through in the last couple days. As he says what he doesn't know is a very unintelligent thing to say, as he says, "Have you seen your partner lately?"
Ooh.
Takes a deep breath in, and then
Fireball.
And you see
I'm
on
already
his
in a
face,
pretty bad mood.
you see as he's saying this, he means this genuinely. He knows nothing about your partner. This was not a rib or a jab.
A jib.
My partner is a thrall to the god of lies. She
Okay,
says with a straight face.
Okay, big bombs being dropped today.
This poor criminal leader, man.
Come on, we haven't seen each other in a while. This is what happens when you catch up with a criminal.
Keep all channels open.
And here,
Anyway, what have you been up to? I'm sure it's been as exciting.
Well, I thought it was more exciting than what you'd been up to, but I'm clearly mistaken. But I suppose we're expanding the guild, so to speak. With the pirates no longer attacking out of Vancia, looks like there's need for a new smuggling operation.
I did mean what I said earlier. I may have, well, set my sights on a higher goal than just putting money in my own pocket. But money in my own pocket always helps.
Well, if you remember how to contact us, we can be in touch. I won't make you roll for this, but I will send you something after this. It is basically a minor spell you can cast that puts you in contact with him. It is a cantrip, and by casting it, it always requires a different set of words. As he hands you a small scroll, and you know the drill as he says, "Memorize it and burn it, please."
Of course. She does it immediately.
It's good to see you again. Don't get too involved with heroes, but you should probably get a little bit less involved with terrorists.
The world's got to change, Xavier. Just don't get another.
Jesus.
And there'll be profit to be made in it.
What'd you say?
And he responds, and there'll be profit to be made in it.
Of course.
As he begins to walk away, and you sit there thinking, man, it'd be fucking useful to have an eye that just lets you see invisible creatures.
Kirill laughs.
As he
That's
casts
a good
invisibility
idea,
on himself.
Joe. Can runesmiths put runes on eyes?
Artificial ones.
I should rip out my own eye.
Ah,
Yeah.
Can I
Everyone in the
rip out my
party-
eye and get one that with true sight?
First sight, no. That's an extreme fucking item.
I know.
So,
Yeah,
so
that
like
ain't happening.
late game.
Joe,
late,
can I just
late
have
game
true sight?
No.
Can
Because that will shit on a lot of
I
my
j-
plans.
I just have
Hey, Joe.
suddenly every boss monster immune to true sight?
hey, Joe.
What?
Pretty please.
Can I have a wish scroll, please?
Oh, yes, you may,
Yes.
actually. But if you cast it, you'll
Yes.
die.
Oh, you weren't supposed to say that part, Joe.
Oh, no,
Give
I
him
have
a wish
specific
scroll.
rules on the wish spell.
Fascinating.
I have homebrew campaign rules on the wish spell.
Of course. Everybody does.
Oh,
Wish
mine
for
lets it
anything
be
you
full
want,
power.
except you die.
But, you kind of
Die.
get erased from reality. But, yes, as this speech winds up, Ecclesia fucks off from the crowd. Nobody notices because Ecclesia's stealthy. And she was in a crowd of 4,000 people. I don't even think it's possible to spot her in that circumstance.
Yeah.
She goes
feel
back
like
to
it-
where she was in the crowd after the talk with Xavier.
And then just reappears out of nowhere.
How's that for improv, by the way?
Mhm.
I said to Emma before that scene, I literally have no plans with this NPC. I just thought this was interesting, and I'm asking, where am I going with this?
It's like the idea of
Lucia's
don't
happy
stay
to see an
involved.
old friend.
An old friend who was immediately really smug about being the leader of a thieves guild and put in his place fucking immediately.
It's also like the idea of, yeah, you shouldn't work with terrorists. Ecclesia over here like, terrorists? What terrorists, dude? What terrorists? What are
Sylvie.
you talking about?
That was Sylvie. Sylvie said that, not Ecclesia.
But so with
Please.
everything winding down, I imagine there's a duel to be attended.
Ooh, I want a
Hey,
duel.
time to
By the way,
duel.
we are going to ham up this thing without attack rolls and stuff because I lost Anders' sheet and don't have time to remake it.
I mean,
I was
it's
gonna
a
run this as an
basic fighter,
actual
isn't it?
fight. Battlemaster. I had all the maneuvers and shit.
I don't. Okay.
Plus, they had special armor and a special weapon that I have to remake.
Aw.
Do we know about this fight that he's going to do?
yeah.
You guys were.
I believe
this is
we were
before
all-
y'all scattered.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Yes.
this was arranged when we were all together.
And then y'all scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fight at sunset. Scatter.
But who decides to go with them, or are we just going to stick this as a group activity?
I want to watch the duel.
Kirill's gonna watch.
Say, Ovar's not gonna
Okay.
stop anyone from coming.
I'm going to say, for the sake of this, he has access to all the maneuvers because I don't know which one to pick.
Actually,
Oh my god.
Ecclesia is going to go do the ritual to get in contact with the Thieves Guild.
That will have to wait because I did not plan that far ahead.
Sure. Can we just
Jesus.
Can we do that in downtime? And have it and say it takes place during this time.
Yeah, we'll circle back to it when I wrap up enough brain power to figure out what I'm doing with that.
Sure, no pressure.
Hey, at least I'm an honest DM more than anything.
Yeah. Can I do this thing? No. Is it just impossible? No, I don't have anything ready for it.
I was expecting
We'll
us to wait
retcon
a
it
little bit
later.
before you called the guy.
Ha!
But you make your
Getting
way
numbers
to
calling the same day.
what is actually a rather large manor.
Oh.
As you see the crest on Anders' shield on the door.
Oh. Quick side note,
Wait.
just as a curiosity, if we're gonna like describe the battle, do I have my? You know what? Fuck it. Do I have Boombat?
No, you haven't gotten Boombat yet.
That's fine. That's all I need
It has
to
not
know.
been 24 hours.
All right. Yeah, that part.
You also do not have access to your spells.
No, I don't need them. Famous last words.
Well, considering she's multiple levels higher than you, yes.
I don't even think having the spells would help, Joe.
Oh no, this is pretty much an impossible to win fight.
Oh yeah. No,
Because it's a
I
narrative
fully
fight,
understand.
not a real fight.
Ship that I standing on a decorative ship. Did it have decorations?
Yeah,
Oh my
there's
God,
banisters,
it's
there's
still
all sorts like flaggery. Flaggery sounds
Okay.
really close to a slur.
Flaggery?
Which word is it?
I grabbed some.
Flaggery.
I am like skipping behind these guys, ready to
Oh,
go.
I still did. I still didn't hear the word.
Flaggery. As I was trying to say, there's like, those hanging string flags?
Oh yeah.
As you arrive and opening the door is a gnome butler that you do not see at first.
oh.
You are the
Open the
guest
door.
you are the guest to Lady Anders, are you not? As you look down and see like a 2-foot tall dude.
Carried no.
Lady? Yeah.
Come. She waits for the duel in the ballroom.
Duel in the. Are we about to have a ballroom brawl?
I suppose if that is a crude way to put it, although that is probably the way she would prefer. Lady
What?
Lady Anders tends to ignore her roots. As you see her in a ballroom that has training dummies set up in the middle.
Oh, I love Anders. Anders gets better every time.
As you see her using her rapier to practice maneuvers on the training dummies. Lady Anders, your parents have asked that you not, as you look at the floor, and where she was trying to use a warhammer, despite not being much of a strength-based fighter, she cracked the tile. Well, my parents aren't here. Perhaps if they were actually home, I would give a shit. Oh, our guests are here. I meant to announce that as well, but I was trying to stop your destruction. Welcome to my arena. It is the ballroom. My arena. It is your parents' ballroom. Welcome to my arena. You're dismissed. Lady
No joke.
Anders, please. You are dismissed. As Meryl stands there just like, yeah, I'd like to use a ballroom for this. And she looks at Kirill just like, maybe we should have fought in a ballroom.
Save it for the wedding night.
Yeah, we can do that. We have plenty of time.
Ah, fun. This will be fun. Lady Awadi, are you here to act as a referee, I suppose? I believe, if you think you need one. We don't, but It does make it feel more official. So, Ovar. She horse kicks the fucking dummies, launching them backwards. Do you need to borrow a weapon? You seem to be rather light.
Rather light. There's a big greatsword on my side.
Yes, but you're not.
Oh no, wait,
using
that's
it.
right. I keep it. Never mind. I keep everything in the ring. Never mind. That's right. I
As-
forgot that fact. I keep it.
As she picks up the warhammer that cracked the tile and offers it to you, it's a two-handed warhammer.
Oh, he will happily take it.
It's a 1d12 plus strength modifier weapon.
And it
Oh, we got a
costs so much
custom-
gold.
We got a
At
custom
least
Warhammer.
39,000.
You don't get to keep it,
Custom
but you get to
Warhammer.
use it. Now, I don't
I mean-
believe in the archaic method of turn-based combat. So, let's do this. Roll initiative.
Turn-based combat. Roll initiative.
I don't believe in turn-based combat.
Turn-based
Roll
combat.
initiative.
Roll initiative.
To be fair, I'm not making up a new system for this. What's your initiative?
Joe,
You
Joe,
can't
I feel
beat
like
hers
you
unless you
make
nat 20.
me. I feel like you make me roll initiative as a joke.
Is her initiative 1?
It's a 5, actually.
Cool. Her initiative is 21.
Yeah, I literally can't beat that. It is physically impossible for me to beat that. Mathematically impossible for me to beat that.
In defense of this situation, she's a deck-face fighter.
Oh yeah, no, I think I knew that because Andrews used hand crossbows in our first fight, right?
Hand crossbows and the same rapier that she's using now.
Yeah.
You seem, if you'd like to enter a rage, as you tend to, I will allow that before I attack.
You know, I've had a rough few days. I think I'm raged out right now. I think I've gotten a
blitz.
Chicken.
Give it to me.
Okay, this is me being mean because I know it doesn't matter if I kill you. Kill in quotes, obviously.
Kill in quotes. Am I going barbarian AC or
Since I was gonna wait till halfway through the fight to take it from you, but apparently your AC is 11 now.
12? It's 12.
Well, a 22 hits, a 19 hits.
Is it even possible for her to miss?
Yes, it is
But
possible.
outside
She
of
can roll a
natural-
Nat 1.
She can roll a 3 or
3.
lower. Yeah, that's gonna hit 2. So her blade comes at you in a flurry, and she has a custom rapier. You take 11 damage.
Are we still at half hit points, by the way?
Yes, in fact.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
take 9 damage. You take 7, 11 plus modifier. You take 16 damage. Action surge.
Jesus.
That's gonna hit. I'm not even adding anymore. I'm looking at the die for numbers above 3.
Omar gets to make
That's
up.
gonna hit.
Well, hold on. This is the
That's
best
gonna
part
hit.
about this. This is the best part. Hold on.
And I'm going to have her burn a bunch of maneuvers to do even more damage.
Why? Why, Joe?
To add insult to injury. Salt in the
You
wound,
know-
as it were.
So, real quick question. The half
No.
HP, did that have our max or just keep us at half?
After max.
Halved your max for the 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Just make it.
Are
Just
you
make it
down
sure.
already?
Joe, I was down before you action searched.
Okay. I need the action surge to go off for the narrative moment I'm having. So I'm imagining
Go for
after
it.
these 3 quick blows, she action surges, steps forward, and then realizes you do not seem to be at your best.
Rough. Rough few days.
I would suppose so. You gave me quite the challenge at the Colosseum. As you stand now, honestly, I'm rather disappointed.
Honestly, me too.
Sorry, I need a moment as DM. That was such a good thing to say.
Oh, please roll. No, Joe. I would like to know what your total damage was. I need to know because
Okay,
I think technically you could outright kill me.
I am not going to roll the maneuvers just so I don't waste extra time on this. But just know there were about to be 3 more D8s on this.
Oh my fucking Christ! And the maneuvers at this, I'm assuming, are what, D8s as well or D10s?
I'm not sure if they're D8s or D10s right now. She is.
Oh, what level?
She is a 12th level fighter.
I think 11th is when they become, or no, 10th level is when they become D10s.
So yeah, just know you're eating 3 more D10 on top of this. 7 plus 5. That's 12. And then you would take 8 plus 4. It's another 12. 7, 8, 9 plus 4.
To play with like
Another 13.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
She would have beat your ass.
What about eating ass?
That's what Ovar just basically did.
Jesus. I don't think raging I could have lived.
Well, that's why I gave you the opportunity to rage. I was gonna have you eat a bunch of shit, and when you see her action surge, you start to realize, oh, going at this in a blind rage is just getting my ass kicked.
I just, yeah, no.
And there's nothing to fuck around with. As she goes, "Yeah, do you need medical attention?"
Joe, my max HP, which or max of half, is 35, and I'm pretty sure you did that pre-action search. Had this been actual combat, you would have one-shot Ovar to straight death. And I don't have orcish resilience.
So this is what happens when I go into a combat with full intent to kick the shit out of my player. What happened to the man who stood before me and fought in the tournament? No spells, none of that resilience that you once had? He's genuinely confused. Like, she went at you whole hog, she expected you to fight whole hog.
When I say it's been rough, I mean gods, like the embodiment of flame itself, nightmare deaths that end up being real.
Are you sure you don't need to see a doctor? I usually don't hit people so hard they become delirious. I use a rapier.
This is no, this is a delirious. This is what our life now.
And now Ovar has an existential crisis like everybody else.
Before Ovar's like, I mean, this is shitty. This isn't that bad. Comes to realize the person he sought as a rival has now just like utterly embarrassed him. There's the existential crisis.
Yeah. Well, I could still fight, but I've lost the mojo. Are you giving us combat for the day, milady? I told you to leave. I do believe it would be unfair to declare this as anything but a unanimous victory. fellow judges, as she looks to the other friends that you brought along with you to witness this.
Oh no, you absolutely kicked his ass. There's no coming back. Sorry, over.
Stubbles just walks up to Ovard, wraps the little flags that she got from the ship around him, and walks. He drops her head and walks away.
Well, how long are you planning to be in Advancia?
A week?
I can't have someone who I saw as a worthy opponent go down like this. I have decided the rest of your week for you. You're going to be training with me, and at the end of this week, you are going to give me a proper challenge.
Okay.
I apologize for
yeah.
commandeering your ally, but I will give him the 2 days to enjoy the festival. And then he's going to endure enough beatings that he's going to wish he is dead until he can perform the maneuvers that I wish him to perform. I don't
Sounds like
like disappointment.
Ovard.
And you will not continue to be one. Us centaurs can't do that. We get enough weird looks and people threatening to eat us. We should at least be strong.
I feel like Kanan just kind of looks up like, we're all pretty fucked up. It's not just him right now. I don't think it's like. I mean, like, to be fair, it's not like he's just weak. We're all pretty fucked, and it's just like for the next week, to be fair. I mean, look at my hand. You see it too, right?
Is he nuts?
He's a little bit nuts.
Why is he just shoving his hand in my face?
Like,
yeah, he did that to us this morning. It was kind of a weird thing
Tell
to
him
wake up
stop or
to.
I'm gonna stab him.
What?
Kanan, I would recommend you stop.
No. Okay, I'm back, but I'm just saying, I'm back. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not that he's weak. He's pretty beefy, but like,
I haven't
we're all.
slept in the last 48 hours. I spent my last 24 hours fighting pirates.
If
I'm
I
also
sleep,
not at my
I'm
full
going to be
strength.
attacked again.
I'm gonna call the guards soon.
I'm
Lady
just gonna
Anders.
go.
Look.
I'm out. I'm good. I'll back up. I'm quiet now. I just wanted to say.
Lady Anders. You realize we also spent much of that time fighting pirates.
Then why did
And
he
also dealing with an Aeon.
Then why did he accept my challenge and not ask for rest beforehand?
Because he's a horse.
'Cause I'm an idiot.
Because we're all idiots.
Horse on horse combat. This was a joust.
I've never turned down a fight in my life, even when I knew I was going to lose.
Discretion
That
is
is
the better
very
part of
stupid
valor.
of you.
But
What?
even with this new knowledge, I still offer you the opportunity. Do you wish to train with me?
Yes.
I will bring more training dummies into the ballroom. Hey, Anders! Your opinion doesn't matter here! Listen, I'm not rude to the help. It's just he actively goes out of his way to piss me off. He is the mouthpiece of my parents and does not listen to a damn thing I say. I'm listening, you're just wrong! I live with this man.
Sounds like you're married to him.
Ew. And they say the worst a woman can say is no.
I mean, honestly, the worst a woman can do is laugh.
I do
Amen.
not. I do not often remain within the manor, but after losing at the festival, I decided to visit home, only to find it under assault by pirates. I will not be remaining here. I will stay the week to train you, but then I plan on hitting the road, as I do not belong in Advancia.
Are we going
What?
to the festival?
The festival does not start until tomorrow, Stubble. I apologize. But we do need to practice music. It is a long trek across town, Lady Anders. Could we practice here? Oh, I get to watch them embarrass themselves by trying to play music? I love that tradition. It's so stupid.
Of our dances, he doesn't play music.
Oh, you should probably
So
take this. As she pours a greater healing potion on you.
What? Oh, right.
You
Regular
heal for
healing potion.
21 HP. I'm just giving you max. I don't feel like fucking calculating or rolling dice. D&D and don't feel like calculating or rolling your dice.
You said 20, 21, 21 from like 0?
I will say you were at 1 for the sake of this. I will give you
Oh,
the
okay.
dignity of being at 1. You are still talking after all.
You know, it's both a joke and like seriousness. After like that hit, Ovar will look at Kirol and go, you know, people say I'm weird. I've seen you take hits greater than that and stay standing. What is in orc blood?
War.
Fuck.
Wog.
Okay.
The genuine answer is functionally war.
Plot convenience. Here, I'll have
Holy
plot
fuck.
convenience in their blood.
Plot armor.
Larmer.
Honestly, that's what we should just start calling Kira fucking 1 HP. Kira activates plot armor.
Kirill's armor breaks and then weirdly fixes itself for some reason.
Kirill
Kirill
actually
now-
just spends a lot of time maintaining his armor. Like, genuinely. That's his idea of a hobby, is tending to his weapon and armor.
The sheltered life.
Mhm.
I also spend most of my time tending to my weapons and armor. I'm not going to have the time to do that anymore. Oh, my life's about to get a lot less fun.
Was that Meryl or Anders
That was
saying that?
that was genuinely. Anders like, fuck this. I'm an adventurer.
Fair
I
enough.
was the one realizing, oh, I'm going from warrior to magistrate, and it's now sinking in just what that means. There's disappointment in her features.
Till we find out about Meryl's underground wrestling persona. Magistrate by day, pro wrestler by night.
Hey, keep
But
in
it's
mind,
specifically like WWE type wrestler. It's like entirely choreographed.
Yeah.
and keep in mind, this is a few warriors that actually beat Kirol in a 1v1, no less.
Yeah.
But
Mars
Actually.
for 2 against Anders, right?
by the end of this week, it's going to be like 0 for 9. You're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
You just. I'm at 1 HP. Healing potion.
Anders is very confused when she tries to poison you to build up immunity and resistance, and it heals you.
It hands me poison, but I'm already at full health.
But I apologize, Magistrate Merrill, but I do not wish these halls to be filled with instruments. If you could please take your musical practice somewhere else, I need to
The purpose of
prepare
a
a
ballroom.
training regimen.
Oh, right,
a
it's not a
not-
ballroom to you.
arena.
It's an arena. I recall. I
Arena.
recall. My apologies.
This is the arena, not the ballroom.
But I will see you at the festival. I look forward to your performance. It's gonna be one for the history books. I can guess now. As she looks at the combat trained orc, the combat trained horse, the two roguish beings, and whatever the fuck you want to call stubble.
Chaos incarnate.
No, I got a god for that.
Diet chaos incarnate.
Um,
That was actually a nickname I was going to use if I was going to wrestle.
you would. But as you take your leave, the halfling butler from before stops you and just goes, "Do not take her aggression towards you as being against you. She has rather mixed feelings about being in her parental home. They don't really accept the changes she has made. You may choose to roll insight on that."
Oh yay.
Was this just an aside to
This is
Uh,
as you guys
to
he's leading
Ovar?
you out. Oh no, this is to all of
Okay.
you as
Okay.
she did get a little bit snappy at the end.
dirty 20.
15. Also, I Emma doesn't need to roll insight on this one. I already know it.
To any of those that decided to roll, you see his gaze drifts towards a picture that looks like a rapier has slashed through of
Oh.
a young boy that looks like Anders. And they tend to exacerbate issues. The lady of the house gets worked up when visiting. But do not hold it against her. Even that banter that we go back and forth, I have raised her since she was a child. It is just how we interact. But do you decide to retire to the Bard's College to get a night of rest?
Yeah.
Is everybody in agreement? Also, after this long rest, your HP will no longer be halved, but you do not have access to your tokens yet.
Reluctantly, Kanan goes.
Kira would actually try, if possible, to pull Ecclesia aside and just like take a side route as everyone's heading back towards Bard's College.
That's up to you.
Just do that.
I have given the floor to someone who decided to have an aside with another player. I don't know what's going on.
She sees you walking up, and with not quite a sneer, but like almost a sneer, she says, "Hey, Lovebird,
Would you please bear me a moment? We can take an alternate route so the others do not hear. I understand that. I simply would like to talk.
well, if you would like to speak alone, that is your prerogative. Let's take an alternate path then."
We just take like a side road. And as soon as we're out of earshot, Kiral simply says, I understand why you're upset. I do. It is. I can't imagine the pain learning what you've learned. She was very close to you, I know that. I just wanted to give my deepest condolences, and I know I should have done so sooner. I just didn't. I didn't realize. I don't think I should have allowed any silence to linger. And I let it linger too long. So I would like to now, in no uncertain terms, state you have my deepest condolences. I will fight with you to do anything necessary to bring her back to the way she was, so that you can again have that.
She's stayed tense for the entire time you've talked to her. Not tense in like a nervous way, but tense in a
Like
sort
a
of
guarded.
in a oh this bitch kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you said that last bit about helping her and going to the ends of the earth to help her find her betrothed, she eases up just a little. And then she says, "Will that be all, Kiro?"
That is all I had to say. I apologize for not speaking on it sooner.
Don't be. It's not your wife.
I understand that, but you're still my friend.
Thank you.
Kirill reaches out a hand for a handshake. He's not a hugger.
I don't do insurance.
I liked this moment so much, I'm going to do something I have not done this entire campaign, but I've been considering doing. You both get 1 point of inspiration. It does not stack, you cannot have multiple, but you can reroll any roll you wish.
Fuck yeah.
I have never done that in this campaign. I probably will from this point on because I've thought of doing it. I liked this moment that much.
Hell yeah.
So if anybody doesn't know how inspiration works, it is something I'm 100% stealing from Dimension 20. Might have come from somewhere else, but that's where I know it from. You can only have one at a time. If you get another one while you have one, you don't get two. Basically, if you have inspiration, you can choose to re-roll any roll that you want.
That's actually rules as written. That's just 5e.
I've never actually seen that in rules as written because nobody fucking uses it. I'm gonna start.
Nobody ever uses it.
Well, this table will now. I have
Yeah.
chosen to implement this now.
I just know it from Baldur's Gate. I'm not even kidding.
But
I have never had like inspiration for games like this. So yeah.
I've been in one campaign that used it, and I think I was the only character to ever get it.
well, I'm going to start handing it out during moments like this that I like.
Hell yeah.
But
I'll say this, Kiro.
go on.
Not mad at it. Just mad at it.
I understand. And I never assumed malintent.
So we're shooting your
As do I wish you the best.
Well, if there's nothing more, I believe everyone would head to the Bard's College to their rooms that had horrid fucking situations. It just doesn't matter in the long scheme of things. But does everybody sleep separately after that shit? Or are y'all just bunked?
Kirill's down for whatever, but I'm sure at least Ovar would want a separate room just to accommodate horse.
I think Kanan is going to ask Curol to room with him for the simple fact that Curol saw a part of what was happening with Kanan. So it just seems like they would understand a little bit more. So it's just in a sense of they felt that somewhat of enough of a trusting connection to be like, will you just help me?
Sure. I'm willing to help.
But you all have a restful night, but none of you dream, even if someone attempts to dream. As not just you guys, throughout the world, nobody seems to dream tonight. You wouldn't know that,
Reckon
but it's a nice detail.
Yeah.
Right?
It'll
Think.
show up in the news. It'll show up in the newspapers tomorrow.
Nobody dreamed.
Weird.
Yeah, that would be about it.
But you wake up the next morning, and all of you are able to head down to the atrium of the Bard's College, where you actually see a group of people you don't expect to be talking. You see the Mousefolk, Leto, and Samuel. As you walk down and you see Leto handing a piece of paper to Roos, and you hear him say, I had made an arrangement with Kiral Ephrin, although I should have annulled it myself without prompting. I did not, due to twisted feelings and spite, and I apologize that you may have suffered for that. But your marriage to Samuel is officially annulled. It will be treated as if the records never as if the forms had never been submitted. You are free, and you have my deepest condolences. As Sam's just like, I told you it wasn't my idea. I am so sorry. My brother, yeah, he is what he is. Samuel. Eh. Um, as Roos and collide, Fita seems to be looking at Roos very, relieved, as Roos says, we all make mistakes. I am very forgiving, and you are in a unfortunate situation. That is not an excuse for what I tried to do. It was punitive on my end, and I accept all fault, all blame, and all anger. Thank you. Does Calliope have any response to all this going on?
Calliope is scared of the super formal talk.
That's all Leto knows
So
how to
she's just
speak in. That motherfucker speaks in
yeah,
corporate meeting.
yeah. So Calliope just holding on to Bruce's arm and just looking up at them, a little bit fearful, because she doesn't understand the legalese of it all. Does this mean you can Does this mean you don't have to marry him? That
Yes, Calliope, it means I am freed from what was potentially a fate that nobody seemed to have want. Hey, it's nothing against you. It's just I don't even like the whole arranged marriage business. Brother, that's part of the culture. Yeah, and the culture's not always right.
I agree with Samuel.
I was wrong in this instance. I will stand with that. Now, I will take my leave. But should you ever need help, ask it of me. I am in your debt as not because of anything you did, but because of what my actions almost did. Vita glares up at him. I won't forgive you for what you put us through, but I will follow Roos's example and let it go.
Let it go, let it go.
And I will thank Roos's benevolence in this matter. Oh my god, you talk like you have a stick so far up your ass. He's sorry. That was a lot of words to say he's sorry. I need to go micromanage something, or I'm going to kill my brother. I wonder, where are they setting up the fireworks? As he takes his leave of the mousefolk, as Samuel just kind of chills with them now that they're not betrothed, they had no ill will towards each other.
Mhm.
As Theta takes Roos to the side, and I assume Calliope, being a nosy little fucking mouse that she is, would listen in. Am
Oh,
I
of
right?
course. Of course.
As you hear Theta say, as your knight, it is inappropriate for me to say, what almost happened has me feeling, I love you too.
Everyone who's like watching this go down just hears a very loud, like prolonged squeal, just as Calliope is just like hiding and like listening in on this. She's just like just a loud squeak that goes on for like 2 seconds.
Some gay little mice and the child that's listening. As Samuel's like, who was right next to Calliope, it's like, fuck yeah, sax solo.
Sax solo.
As
I
we
feel like that describes most of his nights.
Roos actually approaches your group after this, now hand in hand with her knight, with Calliope in tow, wrapped in the knight's tail for fucking listening. Notably, Samuel was hit by a thrown rock.
Yeah.
He continues to play.
Fair enough.
Fucking hecklers. It seems we are in your debt. While Kiral made the arrangements, all of your actions led to my freedom. And so I wish to ask of you. I have many skills as a druid, as you saw on the water. And from what I hear, you are going to need crew for a new boat of yours. If it would be all right, I would like to offer the services of my family. We can definitely help on a boat. We are small and good at getting into all the places that you might need someone of a shorter stature for, as she looks at the party of fucking giants compared to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would do great
The
below
average
deck because
height
all of us
dwarf.
can see in the dark and we're used to working in cramped and narrow wooden conditions.
I don't reckon they'd eat much.
Is that amenable to you? We'll remain in Adavancia until your boat is fixed. And then we would join your crew.
I would be willing, but Captain has final word.
Then I will address this towards you, Captain. May we join your crew? I am Ruth Celestine, a druid. This is my sister, Calliope Celestine. And this is Ruth Longgrain. Will you have us as your crew?
the ropes to strap it back.
We can do that.
And also the boards are willingness.
As the party finally hears the captain decide on the name of the boat. We will
About
remain in
time.
Adavancia, Captain. As you get the shortest salute.
Calliope does a similar, very short, like a very,
And even
very
shorter
brief
Tiny
salute.
mouse salute.
No,
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing about these three. Calliope's like 1'2", Roos is like 2'1", and Vita's 3 feet.
3, 2, and 1.
They're literally a mouse gradient.
Moustian.
Actually, as they get taller, you guys have darker color palettes too. So it's literally a mouse gradient. Because Vita has the darkest color palette.
You know, I don't know if it's too late to mention this, but before we were walking over to the mice, and you were doing like Lita or whatever, because we had made a joke about like shirts or whatever, like last week or something like that. My brain just went, just remember, keep calm and find something to micromanage.
That is his whole thing now that he's not in charge. He's still OCD.
Keep calm and find something to micromanage.
And I'm very glad that Emma immediately caught on to the fact that this motherfucker speaks in legalese. It's no extra effort to him to speak like he's making a contract.
Yeah.
That's his accent, is legalese. It's not Adamantium, it's legalese.
Legal.
Legal.
I believe you have some practice to do if you are to perform. I do look forward to your performance. If you need some backup musicians, we can certainly help. We are part of your crew, after all.
I would like that.
Mouse roadies!
Very fun to
Yeah!
Well, as coming in through the front door is Meryl, I suppose we should get to practicing. I do not wish for embarrassment, and I apologize that this is part of the law. But as you can imagine, it was made to accommodate Mathus so they could find a way to pardon him, and he insisted it be part of the law.
It is a strange law, to be sure.
That's why it's a Mathus law.
Yeah.
I was going to do a whole bunch of rolls for this practice, but it's 10 o'clock, and I want to just kind of montage. Gonna be a montage. As how you plan to have a duel? Who plans to play music? Who plans to have a duel?
Tony and I play.
Oh, I didn't know we were serious about the duel thing. I was
you don't have to be. You can play an instrument.
I was gonna just dance.
Plessio would rather duel.
Well, I think Kirol, if they don't want to dance or perform music, just found their training partner. And Roos and Fita are actually proficient in instruments. I don't know about Calliope.
I think Calliope is as well. Let me double check. Didn't expect to be pulling her up.
Isn't she proficient in the pan flute?
Nope. She has no instrument. But she does have a couple illusory spells available.
Well, then you will be put on lighting, basically.
Visuals. Yeah.
Roos and Fita can both hold. Roos can hold concentration on a certain spell, and Fita can actually play the mandolin.
Spell. Calliope.
Yeah.
You wait, I'm talking to myself. Shit, I forgot. I'm Calliope.
I forgot.
Calliope, I actually have something you may make use of, at very least for this performance, but perhaps in the future. I don't have a whole lot of use for it. I got it mostly on a whim, but never made use. Would you like this ring? It would allow you. I think it's once a day. I don't think it's a very powerful enchantment, but it will allow you to create illusions, create visuals.
Is it very powerful? Asked for it, like custom made for them.
Yeah. I was expecting convincing people to be a little bit more difficult than it actually ended up being. People are surprisingly willing to go against the government.
To be fair, you're also in a pirate town full of bards.
That
It's
is-
not that easy
that is-
everywhere.
That is fair. But yeah, Kiro is offering to
Well, does
little
Emma
mouse.
accept on
Yeah.
Calliope's behalf?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, no. I don't know why I'm posing it like yes.
Am I
Yeah.
supposed to determine whether Calliope accepts?
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know how this works.
Kira offers. Calliope says no. Wait, what?
wait, that wasn't in the script.
Yeah, I transferred an item from my character to my backup character.
As Meryl looks at the party and says, I can teach you all a very simple song. As Awadis, we are, by design, forced to learn an instrument growing up, and I am a singer, actually.
Ooh.
It's not something I do very often, but it is something I'm trained in.
Later singer.
Perhaps we can steal some bard's
Most of it's a blade singer.
perhaps we can steal some bard's song about us.
I don't believe singing about yourself would be a good look.
No, that's a fair point.
Besides
I'm so
that,
fucking
how many?
awesome!
Everything is awesome.
Plus, I
I'm a
believe
part of the team.
of the 32 bands preparing to perform, at least 3 of them have songs about you, and there's one about
Ugh.
me.
Just we get up
that's
there and
nice.
perform the Advancia version of America the Beautiful.
Advancia the gorgeous.
But you spend a good chunk of the morning practicing, and coming into the Bard's College is a chartreuse wearing enchanter. I got you, stop!
It's Corey.
God,
I was not
With
expecting
a
delivery.
K.
only the best for my customers.
It's
Also,
not
I've been
delivery.
fired.
It's DiGiorno.
I have also been fired.
Oh,
I thought it was your shop. Did you fire yourself?
I think the ghost
the
fired her.
I was evicted by the ghost.
Ah.
Fucking piece of shit.
You got busted.
And he has decided to close shop because he's dumb
Oh.
and a meanie.
And a meanie.
And he fucking fired me. So,
So
I have all your weapons. Are you looking for a on-staff enchanter?
I was just about to ask that.
Sure.
I would still have to get paid for materials and work, but I don't have a storefront.
You can work on the ship.
You got a
It'll
boat?
take about 2 months. Yeah.
I can bring my enchantment to the world. Am I
the
allowed to work
seas.
on the ship too? I need to make an entirely metal room for safety reasons.
As long as you don't hurt the buoyancy, I don't see why not.
Right dead in the middle.
Oh, I'll make sure to carve light runes on the light is in weight, not
Mhm.
but
We just have
SG
a
provides you all
light
with your
glowing
weapons.
box on the center of the ship.
Look at you, Corey. You go one place and immediately got your job back. That ghost can shut the fuck up. Call you a danger. Called me a menace to society. Heroes hired me.
Wait, are you sure it was a ghost and not J. Jonah Jameson?
I don't know what he looks like.
Look, when you sent the models, that was my favorite part. Because I was like, well, that's weird. And I clicked on the picture, and I still couldn't see the head. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yes,
This motherfucker.
you guys have now recruited your first 2 agents. We will
Yay!
get deeper into the agent system, but you guys have a concert to get to.
I got a boom bat.
As you are led to the stage, you have spent the last several hours practicing, but not a single one of you is confident. You come up, and it's just like with the speech. Except now, there's people with drinks, there's people partying, you see people dancing, there's booths. That child is getting their face painted like a tiger. The wildest thing. There's a mime. Someone mugged the mime. You're not sure if they're just a really good actor or they were actually mugged.
And the mime's a fox. My bad. My bad.
But among all the festivities, in the back of the festival grounds is that giant statue of Mathus.
Oh no.
And Meryl has no idea what's going to happen, but all of you know what's going to happen.
Everyone
Oh,
stay
we do.
at least 500 feet back.
As you come upon the stage, everybody looks upon you with anticipation.
With anticipation.
The heroes are here, but nobody's expecting a stellar performance. You see grins on people's faces. You are not the first random bunch of motherfuckers thrown on that stage because of Mathus's law. You are being put in as a clown show. If you are ready to begin, how does everybody position themselves? There's 2 decks. There's the back deck, where I assume those that are performing illusions and stuff will be on, and the front deck to perform. And Meryl is standing in the front as your resident singer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing those playing instruments are going to kind of be off to the side, so they're not like in front of the people performing. There are little actions in the back, and they're not like directly in the center of everything.
I think the musicians should be still like visible towards the center stage, but downstage, while the duelists are upstage.
All right.
Yeah.
As Meryl says, as we enact Mathus's law, you may watch upon all of us. As she looks to a member of the crowd dressed in what seems to be somewhat official robes, she says, if you would cast the spell, please. Every single one of you has thaumaturgy cast upon you. You
As
all
what?
have advantage on performance checks.
Fuck yeah. I'm guessing it's just the voice modifier.
This is how I'm treating
custom effect.
It is also working for your instruments. But yes, this is my reflavoring of thaumaturgy in a Bardstown.
Yep.
This is
It's an amp.
thaumaturgy with fucking meta magic.
The thaumaturgy, but it's an amp.
If you're ready to begin, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. As she starts slowly, I'm going to need performance checks from everyone with advantage.
Yay! Whoa! I didn't even need the advantage. Nat 20.
Oh, if you look at our normal text, the GIF I sent, that is the dance Ovar is doing.
19.
Do I? Even the duelists have to make a check?
You are putting on a show fight, yes.
8.
And you get advantage on it.
That was
also
8.
got a natural 20.
Nice.
22.
Has everybody rolled? Oh wait, the mice. I need to roll for them.
Oh, should I roll for Calliope?
God damn, everybody thought you were fucking. Yeah, you should roll for Calliope. Everybody thought y'all were about to put on a clown show. With 3 nat 20s, this is the opening to the bubble bowl.
Hey.
Dun, dun,
21.
dun, 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 dun. The duelists. As you go in tempo with the music, it's a practiced, choreographed fight of strength, parries, dodge. You are both dancing and fighting. Not necessarily through dance maneuvers, but through the timing and choreography of fighting one another. The musicians, you start slow, you build, and despite not having confidence in what you were doing before, you are jamming as Meryl, who I did not roll for with advantage, not a nat 20, begins to belt out a sweet and heartfelt melody from her childhood. A song that is beloved by many in Advancia. As I want everybody to make me a perception check on the statue.
Oh no. Oh no.
19.
18.
Also a 19.
9.
One doesn't notice shit, which seems to be a theme.
14.
22 from Calliope.
All of those that rolled above a 16, you see where everybody's like, even though they were rather somber when it began, because again, the city was fucking destroyed yesterday or 2 days ago. They're starting to get into it. You see people starting to dance. You see people starting to like smile again. And looking at the statue, it seems to begin to glow slightly
Oh no.
as all their dancing and merriment seems to fuel something. As those that rolled above a 20 see the silhouette of a yellow feathered man with flaming orange wings,
Aww.
smiling as you watch him twirl his fingers and something around it looks like the bars of music as he points it towards you. And now all of you have plus 10 to all of your performance rolls.
Ooh.
Huh? Like
On top of
permanent?
whatever you had before. No, not permanent. Fuck no.
Okay. I mean performance. It's not
That's
like
a-
it's a useful skill check.
God forbid that no. But everybody needs to roll me another performance check with advantage and plus 10.
Plus whatever you already
Joseph, since I'm using the drums and I'm proficient with the drums, am I supposed to add my proficiency?
Yeah, you can.
Mine's 11.
Jesus.
11. Did you roll a nat 1?
Yep.
Oh,
have.
Wait, did you roll with advantage? Did you roll 2 nat 1s?
Yep.
I rolled an
Jeez.
18.
Luckily, Stubble beefs it, but it's not going to fuck up the whole performance, hopefully.
I've got 34 altogether.
God damn. That's the
I rolled my
32.
lowest one.
Aw, I only got a 30.
It was a 32 from Kirol, a 19 from Calliope.
That's a 32 from Meryl.
I need some new ducks.
A 29 from Fita. And a 19 from Roos. As you all get swept up by a magical force. You were performing before, but you were bringing so much joy. Do you feel waves of joyous energy flow through you? Fills your instruments, fills your weapons, fills your hooves, I guess. Double beefs it, but nobody notices. As you are performing, your bodies continue to move and perform, but you see the world shifting around you. Fireworks and joy and dancing, all people around you. As that figure flies over to all of you, you see shades of yourself continuing to perform, but standing before you in a fiery orange, powerful glow, is a grinning Mathus. I couldn't have asked for better. Don't worry, we can talk. It won't interrupt your performance. I took care of that. I've been given some new blessings with my new circumstances.
Yeah?
Mathus,
You.
how are you even here? We all saw you die. I have ascended.
Oh my god. Wait, is Bethus an Aeon now? Like an Aeon in music?
I'm not an Aeon.
Oh.
I'm a god.
he said
Complete
he
run.
said he said nah, I'm just God now.
Okay,
That's a
really
s-
quick, since you're a god, and we can talk. Do you see this on my hand?
Ooh, that's not good. It's the
Oh,
time for
somebody
that
could
sort
see
of
it.
thing.
Hold on. Can
What?
I insight check that real quick? Because maybe this seems like the kind of guy to just go along with it.
You can insight that.
I know it's not gonna go well, but
And this isn't a deception roll. I'm not rolling against it. Just roll high enough, I guess.
23?
Yeah, he saw something.
Oh, okay.
So what? What?
Well,
It's there?
there. Yes, it is. But I don't want to talk about that. That's sad.
That's
No,
sad.
I need to talk about it. I need to talk to you about it.
He puts a finger on your lip
love
and casts silence.
it. In the
I have a
middle of our
domain now.
that's awesome.
Yes, I'm not one of the big ones. I'm not a major deity, but I've become a local god. I am the god of music.
Hell
As
yeah.
as you see a performer really struggling to gain inspiration. I can do stuff like this now. As he brings the whole party with him, flying like Peter Pan. As the person plays a wrong note, looks really disappointed in themselves, like goes to set down their instrument, and he walks over, brushes his feathers upon them, as you see twinkles in their eyes as they realize, wait, and they begin to play, full of inspiration.
That's awesome.
Turns out the one in charge of making gods likes me.
Wait, so you've gained the favor of Saya.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
She has chosen to, rather than let me die, do what she did for the other gods and ascend them. I get to spend eternity helping people be inspired and make music. As Meryl looks upon in absolute awe. So you are our guardian. You still remain watching over Adavancia. Yep. You guys can't get rid of me. I just wanted to say thank you all for freeing
Somebody
Ifrit,
should tell Leto.
for everything. Oh, just tell Leto if he wants to honor me, loosen up and dance. He will never do that. I know. I cannot hold you much longer. I'm still new to all this, but I will be watching over you all. Every time you play a limerick, I'll be there to spark it for you. As he grins. Godhood, huh? Who would have ever thought?
First semi-immortal and now a god.
I know, right? I thought I was actually gonna die, and I did. It was weird.
Tax evasion at its finest.
I'll never be paying taxes again. Legally, I'm the deity of a church. I am tax exempt. But should you ever meet Saya, which, now that I've been gained access to these abilities and learned a little bit about divination, you certainly will. Remember,
Oh.
that child has met much on her shoulders. She does not see herself a god. Know this. Once the Aeons are awakened, you will meet her. And when you do, you will have the ability to shape, not Adavancia, not Tabris, not even this world, but forces far beyond your own understanding. Who wants to dance?
Var's already dancing.
Kirill is more interested in continuing the duel, as it were, but understanding
Both.
it as a dance.
Dancing is more of a type of expression rather than a particular physical activity.
Mm-hmm.
But you all see. I should let you return to your bodies. If I take control of you for too long, the music's gonna get too good and people think something's off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, haha.
Don't test me, mortal. Ooh, that felt weird to say.
I just love him. Like he's just sitting there, like rehearsing lines before he conjures somebody to him, and then he gets to it, and then he just like fucks up the line he's been rehearsing. Shit.
What's funny is he doesn't fuck it up, but he's like, I think it's rather appropriate for him to ascend to godhood and remain the same joyous, mirth-filled guy he was when he died.
Yeah,
I just love
just makes the
this.
most sense for the character.
I will play in your honor, Mathis. I know you will, Meryl. You were always a good egg. So congratulations. I was watching. I didn't stay dead very long. Also, you can speak again as he pulls the silent spell off of Kanan. Just don't be sad. You'll be fine. I've seen you. You're alive in the future that I witnessed.
Well, that's reassuring.
I'm not an expert in divination. I've had these powers for like a day. And mostly I just kind of floated around the city inspiring music. Almost like a lot of those people that were making really bad songs about y'all, I gave them better songs.
That's good.
Thank
Start, but
you.
Thank you? Question mark.
Oh, and Meryl, one of them spent their entire song describing your body in a way I found uncomfortable. He will never have musical inspiration again.
Kirill says thank you.
Thank you. I didn't even know that was a possibility, and now I'm incredibly concerned to be in a position of power where people know me. Oh, it's all
Oh, no.
right. You have the power to arrest the creepers. Oh, the song's getting too good. We've started playing one of my masterpieces. Get back. Bye. I will see you some other time. I have no idea how you guys contact me. I don't know how Godhood works. But new adventure!
We'll figure
I
it
know
out.
of the genie on Aladdin.
So, yes, hands as you're back in your bodies performing.
Oh god.
As your song wraps up, the crowd is going fucking ballistic. And then that statue of Mathus fucking explodes.
I like to believe Mathis exploded it himself.
It does not harm anybody as they only put explosives in the top half. but the sky is lit up with multiple rainbows as anybody near the back is taking thunder damage. As you look up in the sky at the explosions, it takes the shape of a winged bird.
That's cool.
Yeah.
As opposed to an unwinged bird? Let's address
Those
that
exist.
first.
Those exist.
Do they?
Yes.
What?
Maybe. But
They have wings.
they don't
It's
work.
just-
They're not
just-
real. But
They still have wings.
But no,
fucking broke in his brain.
he gives you the salute as you guys realize you took part in the creation of a god.
Fuck yeah.
Woke an Aeon and created a god.
To be fair, he created himself by dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was
So,
also
like-
which also went into making the Aeon, so he kind of
And
just
now,
did that.
and now Kanan has questions.
But the performance wraps up as Meryl turns. Oh my god! That just happened.
We're
That just
best
happened.
friends with a god.
Thank you all for coming to our performance. Now to take the stage. The waves of destruction! As the stage behind you all explodes and you are all launched forward.
Jesus. Fuck.
And on the stage, you see two Fae with their instruments.
The bear.
The bear is in the front with the microphone.
Yeah.
Start singing Aerosmith.
I like that the bear's the lead singer.
Would it work any other way?
Yes.
But you all get to spend several days enjoying the festivities. For the first time since the festival in the capital, you feel safe. As all the festivities run down, you are called to the magistrate's office, where Meryl and Leto are waiting for you with several others.
Oh.
I need to pull up the list. But there's actually a lot of people there.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is not an ambush. I promise you no bad things were happening this session. I need to pull up my Google Doc.
Yeah, but this sounds like a politician meeting, which honestly I think is even worse than an ambush. Like, just like it was like half laugh.
With the festival being over, Meryl invites you in, and she says, well, while you still have some days to rest, I do believe we can offer more help than just a place to stay. As you see Samuel, you see the two Fae that are now the principals of the Bard's College, and you see the leader of the Bards Union, Tiffany Warwick, who you met on the docks.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
As he goes, well, I have been told my services are no longer needed as the head of the Bards Union. But if you all need help, I am a trained spy master and a trained recruiter.
No, he could be beneficial.
That's the.
I could be, if I'm going to be helping out you and your forces that you seem to be gathering. I could work as a spy, or I could simply go town to town and negotiate resources if you have a home base of some sort.
Dude.
If you tell me where it is, I'll either go spying for you where you send me out, or I'll get to help. I'll get to finding out all the local unions and getting materials and supplies sent to your base.
That sounds good, but do we want him to know where our base is?
Yeah.
I think
Mer-
so.
Ye-
He's
Meryl,
offering
yeah.
services.
Tiffany is a very trustworthy man.
Tiffany.
I am, in fact, named Tiffany.
Just thinking of SAO abridged.
My father's name was Whitney, and my grandpappy's name was Brittany.
Okay.
What is your surname?
Warwick.
All right. Just making sure it wasn't Houston.
I knew a guy named Brittany.
Brittany, Whitney, and Tiffany Houston.
Did you say Brittany?
Brittany.
Yes, Brittany.
I
Brittany.
I knew
Yes, Brittany.
I knew of a guy named Stacy.
No, I
I
did
know
I
not.
didn't know him personally.
Did you know
Did
Stacy's
his mom have it going on? Sorry, I beat you to it.
Stacy's got it going on.
You're being given two options on the table. Should you choose, you can deploy him as a spy where he can gather information for the forces to send back to town so you are more informed on things and the goings on. Or he can use his charisma to gather materials as you are being introduced to the agent system, where you will have actual agents to deploy around the country for various effects.
I was thinking more of that second one, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we just worry about resources for now.
Yeah, I think given the state of Rookroot, it needs repairs before anything else because it's not stable.
Well,
So I think materials.
I will start out gathering. I won't be able to get anything from Advancia, as you can imagine. Their own building materials are going to be pretty stretched thin.
Mhm.
But I have contacts in many cities. Rookroot, you said it was?
Indeed.
I've never been there, but I'll find my way around. As
About 3 days walk from here.
good to know. And then Jackie and Lennox in there. Well, Matthew's put in his will that we need to help people. So I guess we'll help you. We're kind of in charge of the bards now, so we can't exactly blow up buildings like we kind of want to. But bards are really useful to have on your side. So we can either gather money to send to this Rookroot place, or if you wish to help your own image, we can have them singing those songs about your heroic deeds, maybe curry favor and make it easier for you to walk in cities where you weren't pardoned by performing a song on stage.
I think that would do us better. Diplomatic immunity, as it were.
Oh, we can't promise diplomatic immunity, but we might be able to make some friends with the populace so you're not, thrown in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get a black dragon the second time around.
And Meryl looks at you and says, Of course, I will be speaking on your behalf. You will have safe haven in Advancia, and when I am forced to travel to the capital as magistrate, you will have a voice in the council. I am not on the council, but I can influence members that are. I will help you. And since she looks fondly upon Kirol, you are now my betrothed. I will have a heavy hand in trying to assist your father and your mother. I will try my best to advocate on their safety. Until we are officially wed, I cannot make any active moves in the capital, but I will begin working. As Leto stands there and goes, That's where I come in. I'm going to the capital. I am on the council, and while I am no longer the magistrate, my voice carries weight. I will hide the fact that I have lost my magic from them. And so long as they do not discover that, I hold a strong voice in the Capital Council.
Of course.
And Sam sits here and says, well, I could do one of two things. I could also work as a political agent, but that sucks. Or if you give me some time to join the Bard's College, I could probably make a band and gather some money. You should become a political agent. It is what you are supposed to be doing. Yeah, and you're not the magistrate anymore, and Meryl says I can do what I want.
He has a point.
So if it's cool with you guys, since I'm going to be helping you guys out, I'm going to gather a band at the Bard's College, and I'll just start fucking gathering money. You are speaking
Yeah.
so crassly in an official meeting. Yeah, I am. You're not the magistrate anymore. As you are beginning to see why he was so angry with his brother, he tried to force a marriage on him.
Mm-hmm.
Just waiting. You don't need magic to cast punch.
As you all see a red vein pulsing on the side of Lito's head, as he's just like, yes, I am not magistrate anymore. I fucking get it. But you have allies in Adavancia. And if your fight to clear your name and resist the capital should grow, you will have many more. Just know, in Adavancia, you are heroes, and you will always be welcome. We will stand with you when the time comes. And you may return as often as you wish. And she looks at the sending ring on her finger and the sending ring that Kiral has on his finger. Please stay in contact should anything change, or if you simply wish to remain in contact, she says with a smile.
Of course. Kiral returns the smile.
We have many busy days ahead of us. Will you stay and help us for the next few days? And then I'm assuming you must be off.
It would do us best to leave within the next week or at the end of the next week. But we will, of course, help in what ways we can in the meantime.
Thank you. Now, I have availed myself of all resources I can spare. Once the city is repaired, I may be able to offer more, but we're going to be stretched quite thin. Thank you all again. Champions. Heroes. My love.
Kiral bows.
As you make your way out of the magistrate's office, and I need to make sure I rewatch this part to get all the correct agents set up. As now with the agent system, you have an active way to track those you have recruited. But as you leave the building and feel something safe, it is Ecclesia that realizes you should probably report to Ragnam who sent you here.
Yeah, probably.
You have scrolls of sending. But as Ecclesia pulls them out, they realize, why the fuck did Ragnam give them to her? She can't use them. Which, by the way, was
Wait,
a
I
minor
can't?
plot hole. Yeah, you're a dud. You can't use scrolls.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And here's the thing, when I handed you those scrolls, I forgot that fact as DM. And then, like, the next session, I'm like, wait, why did I give them to Ecclesia? She can't use them. But you have the scrolls, and the thought passes your mind, since you have been a member of the Hangman far longer than they have, that you should probably report to the boss.
Can I do that on downtime?
I actually have something planned for it, so if you would send your report, I would like that. As this is what's going to drive us to the next arc. It doesn't have to be you that does it, it's just you that remembers, yeah, we should probably do this.
She will announce that, like, as they get back on the boat. No, never mind. They're not going back on the boat.
Yeah, the boat isn't repaired yet.
The boat's full of holes, half put in pieces, and working on a ship of Theseus situation.
Whatever tavern they end up at.
I think we're going back to the Bard's College for now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
the
got
Bard's College,
room
then.
there. Somewhere, wherever.
But yes, you have a report to make. You can summarize it. You could just, if you so wish, we don't have to roleplay that out, but I will roleplay the response of you find a way to somehow summarize what happened to you guys in 25 words, or you use multiple
Oh my
sending
gosh.
scrolls.
We have 3 quests, 3 scrolls. Uses all 3 scrolls to explain what happened on the first quest.
Honestly, this has been a doozy, though.
End of the 3rd scroll for the first quest is request more scrolls.
Do you wish to take the summarization option? Or we're just going to pretend y'all just cut out all filler words? You spent like an afternoon composing words?
I
Make this
definitely
dead.
would not be able
Frit.
to.
Here,
Woken.
let me. May I?
You may. Oh, you were asking the party, sorry.
Yeah. May I?
Of course.
All right. Does anyone have
Ew,
objections? What'd you say, Twigs?
I said 25 words or less. Yo, we did it.
Yo,
That
we
was-
did it.
Considering you were sent here to recruit Mathus, that would not communicate what you need.
Oh yeah,
No.
But it sounded good.
Mathus is God
Mathus-
now? Okay, what?
Mathis, God, Frit, awoken, magistrate, changed.
You begin to think as you're pondering those words. You don't know if you can trust Ragnar with information about the Aeons.
Yeah, no, Giral was not going to give any of that info. Giral is going to say, at Avancia Stable, political positions changed. Mayfus dead. Additional agents acquired. I'm at 10. What else do we need to communicate?
Mathis is a god now.
I don't think we need to give him
that.
that here. Yeah, that's not even necessary information here.
This is why I like sending, because it makes you write like a tween.
Mhm. Political
Okay,
favor
fine.
gained in Advancia for purpose of allowing free travel. Or freer travel, rather.
Is that your full message?
Colon 3. Little cat smiley face.
You receive back in Rognum's voice almost instantly, as he seems quite used to having others do this. I misspoke. You don't hear it in Rognum's voice. You hear it in Angie's. As Rognum cannot use the scroll
Yeah,
either. Again, when I was setting this up for that session, I forgot that duds can't use scrolls, and I kind of made a little plot hole there. But,
She would have just given it to someone else who can use it. Also, I don't know if the party knows that she's a dud.
We are not aware of that.
You could just
It's
play
like
that
nobody
off
knows
as,
Over as a dud.
I
either.
don't feel like doing this.
Definitely. She's not about to let that slip. She got
Omar can't
secrets.
read.
But the response you get is in Angie's voice, but clearly parsed by Ragnar. Unfortunate Mathus dead. Move on. Redback Mountains needed. Go to help. Congratulations. First mission. Well done. Colon 3.
Colon 3!
Yeah. That part was Angie, not Ragnar.
And with the last 3 words, you hear, no, not that. As you sense the fact that, yeah, that was not Ragnar's addition to the message. Well, it looks like the party has been given instructions. You did a good job. You were congratulated. But missions never end, and episodes do. I will see you all next week
Heroes
Ah.
till die.
at the table.